Here is our enterprise sample data template. So I'll show you what it looks like, and if you've copied in your data correctly, this is what it should look like. So we'll start first. We're on the employee data tab, but we can go back over to program names. And we have entered in salary, bonus, auto allowance. Now, of course, you might have different ones like commission or equity payout or whatever you want to call it. We have our benefits. These are just abbreviations because when we upload the data from the data template, these headers don't get uploaded. So that's why putting abbreviations is just fine. Then we have the tax savings section. As you can see, we don't always use every single one that's available. We'll go back over to the employee data. These program names populate these headers right here. You may already know that. Now, as you can see, there's only 3 here. That means we've hidden 3. It's fine to hide columns. You do not want to delete them. Now, in the medical and dental, most likely you're going to have a plan and coverage, so we put text in these columns. We put numbers only in the employee contribution column and employer contribution column. As you can see in the life section, life benefit, you can also put numbers in the coverage column. Now, you may notice that this is formatted as a number. This is not formatted with $signs and commas. It's important not to format them with $signs and commas. And we can scroll all the way over to the estimated tax savings section. The way we have it formatted here is that it is an equals U3, cell U3, so that's just equaling the employee's medical contribution because we're assuming that it is pre-tax dollars. So we put the pre-tax dollars in each of these columns for medical, dental, vision, flexible spending accounts or HSAs, and 401k. And then the system will go ahead, and once the data is uploaded, it will go ahead and calculate the tax savings. So you would just put in the tax deferral. Now we go over to the other valuable benefits section. So we have PTO here and we have holidays here. We have 3 columns per other valuable benefit. So we have the number of days in the first column, the word days in the second column, and then the value based on the salary. So M3 is the salary. We're assuming that there's 260 working days in the year, and then we're multiplying it by the number of days. Now you can of course put in hours or weeks. It is up to you. If you're showing stock, you would put the number of shares that they have, then you'd put the word shares, and then you'd put the value. So you can really do what you want with these columns. If we go all the way over to the end, we will see username, password, UID, and logged in. Username has to be at least 8 characters. Password has to be at least 8 characters. Don't worry about the UID. Don't worry about logged in. Username and password, that's if you want to generate your own. However, if you leave it blank, the system will go ahead and generate that. The username currently is the first initial of the first name, the first 6 characters of the last name, concatenated with the EID. The password is just 8 random characters. When the employee first logs in, they will be required to go ahead and change the password, and then they can change it to whatever they want within our requirements. Here we have a calculation. You can use the rest of the spreadsheet for any calculations you want. We're calling it taxable income, so we're basically taking their salary, bonus, and commission and then subtracting it by the pre-tax deferral amounts. We get the taxable income, then we can go ahead and calculate the Social Security, Medicare, federal unemployment, and state unemployment using the taxable income. So some common mistakes are mostly just the formatting of the numbers, making sure that these are formatted as numbers and not anything else, because the system will go ahead and format them for you once the data is uploaded. Another issue might be, people sometimes delete columns. Basically, if you delete columns, all your data here is going to go ahead and the system's going to read it and put it up over here. So that's why it's important not to delete any columns or insert any columns, because you want to make sure your data gets uploaded in the exact fields where it should be. The other thing that you want to make sure that you've done is that if CC1 is salary and CC2 is bonus, then on the website you'll want to make sure that CC1 is salary and CC2 is bonus. And on our spreadsheet we had auto allowance, so of course this would be wrong. We would type in auto allowance here and then remove equity payout. Now, we didn't go over this first section, the employee information, the EID. That just needs to be a unique number. The company number is the number that you were provided to log into the admin site. So that is what you would put here. The group number, you can use that however you'd like. The way that it is suggested is to put your employees into different groups if you want to search for different groups, like by department. The first name, last name, the address, the city, state, and zip. The address information can be left blank. It's not a big deal. Of course, if you're mailing out the statements, you would, of course, need the address information. And then the email you would need if you plan on doing an email blast. So that is the data template. And if you have further questions, go ahead and contact your account manager. They will be happy to help you.